This video is titled Man Discovers His Girlfriend's Sick Crime. Let's watch it together and go.
Dog's going to the vet. That camera captured her.
Did you see the video?
The baby's sick to my stomach. She's not the person you thought she was if she's doing this to the dog.
What's going on here?
It was a warm spring day in Tampa, Florida, when the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office responded to a disturbing 911 call. The caller claims to have video evidence of a family's beloved 9-year-old Siberian Husky, Maya, being subjected to unimaginable cruelty. Little did they know this video would become the key to uncovering a pattern
Man, it's about a dog.
of hidden violence far more extensive than anyone could have imagined. Most of the following footage has never been seen before. As officers rush to the scene, they're immediately greeted by Kimberly, who is the owner of the house and the pet.
Who all's inside?
Oh my God. It's my son's girlfriend. He's my
The footage here is censored for privacy purposes, but Officer Orndorff's police report states that he follows Kimberly into the residence and discovers a truly disheartening scene. Inside, they find the dog Maya lying almost impaired on the floor. Upon examination, it is discovered that she has a laceration on her forehead, one dilated pupil,
Now, I'm already getting pretty upset about this. What could you do to a pet and why? I don't understand it.
and is extremely sensitive to touch across her head and back. Kimberly informs the officer that Maya started showing multiple unexplainable injuries after her son's girlfriend Elizabeth moved in with them in August 2022. Kimberly shows Officer Orndorff the footage she captured of Elizabeth violently attacking Maya. The video evidence is so disturbing that the officer turns the phone off after watching only for a few seconds and places Elizabeth under arrest.
Can I have somebody call my boyfriend, please?
How old are you?
I'm 21.
You can call whoever from the jail.
I don't know his phone
Exactly. Grow up. You did this. Wow.
number. I use everything on speed dial.
Who called for the pet?
Actually,
You sit there and abuse it.
yeah, it is this side.
The severity of her actions seemed to escape her entirely as she has other concerns on her mind.
If I am released, do you know what time I would be released? I have testing tomorrow.
I don't know. Have a seat.
After placing Elizabeth in the back of the patrol vehicle, Officer Worster and Officer Galarza arrived to aid in the investigation. The violence that the dog endured is not lost on them, but the full extent of this atrocity is yet to be seen.
Dog okay?
Dog's going to the vet. He got hit in the head repeatedly with a mallet.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
What?
Didn't
They
you
know
saw-
what vet they're going to?
Are you kidding me? With a mallet? What? Wow.
Yeah, Baycrest right here. Do you want to do me a favor?
What's up?
Could you follow her over there and
See what's wrong?
see what's wrong and get the medical records? Because this is not the first time it's happened, but she installed cameras to catch it because the dog started having head injuries with no explanation.
Ridiculous, man. What's wrong with people?
Based on the medical records, Maya's first unexplained injury occurred that month on August 26th with a torn toenail. The vet notes that this initially doesn't seem suspicious, as it could have been caused by playing. However, concerns begin to grow as time passes. Maya returns 6 months later on February 2nd with another torn toenail, and her injuries only escalate from there. In March, she returns with a fresh puncture wound on her head and another broken toenail. At this point, the vet brings up the possibility of violence in the household to Kimberly. Officer Orndorff
Possibility of violence? It's kind of given.
returns to Elizabeth to read her Miranda rights, but her focus is directed elsewhere.
I'm not going to be able to make it in time for my exam, obviously.
If your exam's today, no.
No, my exam is tomorrow. I have testing all week.
You could bond out. You're going to have a bond.
As of right now, I don't know if she's pressing charges. I assume so.
Okay, well, before we continue, I just need to know, are you willing to answer questions or make a statement without an attorney being present?
I'd rather have an attorney be present.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so you share that bedroom with your boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to...
That's the
It's
portion.
in the room.
Okay.
You wanted me to get it out once it locks up. If you want.
Okay. Well, I have to get a waiver of search, otherwise I'm going to write a search warrant.
Okay.
The only thing I am going to ask you is if you would consent to a search of your bedroom to retrieve the mallet. That's all I'm looking for.
Mallet's behind the door.
Okay. All right.
My-
Like I said, I'm not asking you to answer anything. Just yes or no. Do you consent to a search of the room to retrieve the mallet?
It's fine.
Okay.
On April 6th, 8 months after Elizabeth moved in, Maya returns with a laceration on her head so deep that it extends to the skull and requires 6 stitches. Then, a
Wow.
week later, Maya returns limping as the vet notes she has decreased extension of her neck and pain in the scapula region on the left side. This is when he recommends
dog.
setting up a camera at home to capture the suspected assaults. Before continuing his investigation, Officer Orndorff sits in the vehicle with Elizabeth to work on his computer, and what she says in her defense is nothing short of appalling.
Yes, ma'am.
Their dog bit me earlier this year. She told me that if I pressed charges against her, she was going to have her
Okay.
son break up with me.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I can't talk to you without an attorney present because you said you wanted an attorney, okay? So I can't talk to you about any of this anymore.
As Officer Worster attempts to help Maya into the vehicle to bring her to the vet's clinic, she quickly revolts in response. There's no telling the full extent of the damage done to her body, but what investigators uncover later will paint a harrowing picture. Soon, an animal control unit officer arrives on the scene, stepping in to help Maya into the vehicle.
Yeah, wait, she's here now and she's.
I'm gonna help you get into the car. Okay. So come down a second.
Yeah, she's heard all. Well, he's seen the video.
I have a muzzle. We're gonna put a muzzle on her.
Okay.
Okay, so she doesn't bite us.
Right.
I'll get you into the vehicle. One of us is gonna likely go with you.
He is. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
While they wait for help, Kimberly raises concerns about the consequences of Elizabeth's actions.
This is like, regardless if I press charges.
She's going to jail no matter what.
She's under arrest, ma'am.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, my son's like, well, you gotta not press charges. He don't know the whole story yet.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no. There's no. We're beyond that.
You saw that video.
There is the. You can't make that decision for the dog.
No, but I'm saying
Yeah.
you saw that video.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's just, yeah, you'll get over it. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm her voice and her mom. And,
Yeah, when it comes to children and animals,
but when she said that
You don't have
she
a choice
held
to
out
not
yesterday,
press charges.
it's so, like, her parents might show up and cause a huge scene, then I'm just gonna call y'all again, right?
Call us?
Okay.
Call us, yeah. How long has she been living here with you guys?
Too damn long. 9 months.
Yeah.
Might have to figure something out with that too.
Oh, no, she's not coming back. No, I mean, she moved in
That'd be
August. 2 weeks later, I was in the hospital with GI bleeding. I'm healthy. And then September was the hurricane. October, I was back in the hospital again. And the next thing you know, Maya, her toenails, she pulled a toenail out. Dogs don't just pull those out. It's
Painful.
had 4 toenails.
Poor thing.
That's ridiculous.
On
It
the
is.
other hand, Officer Orndorff takes the opportunity to fill in the animal control officers with the case details.
God, I don't have a muzzle.
Oh, that's okay. So what happened is, this is mom. Mom lives here with her adult son. Adult son's girlfriend, who's also an adult, lives here as well. The girlfriend doesn't like the dog. Today she put a leash around its neck, was pulling it tight, and then repeatedly hit the dog in the head with a rubber mallet. On video.
Wow.
The officer's face says it all. Now that Maya has the assistance she needs, officers move to retrieve the mallet from the house.
She's nice.
That's
She's just
okay. I'll put the muzzle on. It's
I don't have a
okay.
muzzle. Which is
Oh.
Ma'am, I'm gonna go inside and get the mallet if that's okay.
Yeah, I already locked the door, though. Hold on.
She locked the door, so.
Yes.
Poor dog.
Maya. It's okay.
you don't put an accident and bite us.
It's terrible.
No, just let me do it, because if she bites you, then we're in a whole other different ballpark.
I'm gonna let you do it.
I just need help to,
Can you get her front end? Come on, baby.
She's paying all over because she was
see,
here.
well, you've seen how many,
Yeah.
he was hitting her with a mallet all over. Come on, girl. Come on. I just need, like, her, oh, there's
As the officers watch Maya struggle to get into the vehicle, they can't shake the revolting video from their minds.
I wouldn't be able
Let her
to.
out. That's disturbing, man.
I just,
It made me sick to my stomach watching the video.
Soon enough, Officer Orndorff retrieves the mallet that was hidden behind the bedroom door in a brown paper bag. Kimberly hastily
Those mallets
leaves
are
with
pretty
Maya
hard.
for the vet, and Officer Worster follows suit. A short while after, Kimberly's son and Elizabeth's boyfriend Austin arrives, unprepared for the chilling revelation awaiting him.
We already got the mallet, so she gave us permission to go get it. So we don't need to go in your room.
Okay, is there a way I can talk to him?
Yeah, can you lower the window?
What happened? Huh?
Unwilling to speak any further, Elizabeth shuts Austin out, leaving him with more questions than answers. Thankfully, the officers are more than willing to fill him in, but the question remains, can he handle what his partner did to his beloved pet?
What's the situation with your girlfriend and the dog?
Really, the dog would kind of isolate herself from her, but not. And I mean, there's never been like, there's never been an incident like this. The dog's really skittish, and then she used to kind of scare the dog whenever she had first moved over, and then she stopped because she realized how the dog was, and then there was.
She would scare the dog on purpose?
As a joke.
As a joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
A joke.
Austin appears to be in the dark about what's truly been going on behind closed doors. He never suspected the horrifying secrets that were being kept from him.
Maybe you don't, but I don't see
I
how.
don't. Sometime fall last year, the dog had bit her because the dog had got scared because she had dropped the pan, and then she went to go pet the dog or apologize at the time, and then I guess she bit the dog bit her
Where at on her body?
on her thumb.
Okay, so it was nothing serious?
Nothing serious. Like, she ended up having to go get checked out, but I mean, it wasn't nothing like
Okay.
crazy.
Did she need stitches or anything?
She did end up having to get her nail popped off just because of the swelling and stuff like that. It was
Okay.
because she got it right on the nail.
Okay.
The bed. I mean, outside of that, ever since then, they've just kind of like kept their, ways from each other, I guess you could say, or however you want to word it.
Okay.
Dogs know.
Have you ever seen
Dogs
Elizabeth hit the dog?
No.
Okay.
Having heard Austin's side of the story, officers reveal the brutal reality of the horrors Elizabeth has inflicted.
Did you know your mom put up cameras in the living room?
Yes.
Okay. That camera captured her
Beating the dog
repeatedly with a mallet.
repeatedly, like how many times?
Multiple.
Do you all really believe that he didn't know and he never saw her hit this dog? I find that hard to believe. I really do. It's just really odd.
I can tell you, as your mom was showing it to me, after the fifth or sixth one, I told her that was enough, and I just went straight to the bedroom and asked her to come out to speak with me. So I'm going to have to watch it again, see how many exactly.
Investigators later obtained the text messages exchanged between Elizabeth and her boyfriend Austin during the time of this crime. At 2:04 p.m., he messages her saying, "Your computer is in the little open area in my desk." This message is received at the start of Elizabeth committing the heinous act. She replies to Austin with an eerie message an hour later at 3:04 p.m. saying, "Sorry, amor, I left my phone in my bag while I showered. I took a scalding hot shower. Felt nice."
Where did she beat the dog at?
In the head. I'm not sure where else, but definitely the head. Dog had a gash above its eye. I mean, that alone could have killed the dog. That dog's hurt.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me.
I hate to be judgmental. I really do. I just don't see how he didn't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What y'all thought?
Yeah, she's being arrested on felony charges, and those charges will not be dropped. It's not up to your mom. It's kind of like domestic. When it comes to children and pets,
Yeah.
it's kind of like domestic.
No, I understand. I just
People don't have a choice whether they want to press charges or
this
not.
whole thing is just like
The state picks up the charges. No, I'm just saying.
this whole
If they didn't know, I
situation.
feel
I'm just
bad.
like kind of
Shocked.
How long you been dating Elizabeth?
literally this month's 5 years.
I'm sure it's hard.
Making sense now.
I'm sure it's hard for you to think, she's not the person you thought she was if she's doing this to the dog.
Right.
She's going to be at Orient Road Jail. Okay.
How would she be with
Just
the
so
kid?
you know, because the dog resides here, the judge is probably going to say that she can't come back here.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's just to make sure that the dog stays safe.
As the officers conclude their conversation with Austin, tension lingers as uncertainty looms over Maya's fate. Over at the vet clinic, Maya undergoes a complete physical analysis, revealing injuries even more horrific than anyone could have imagined. Maya sustained 2 skull fractures and an orbital fracture. She also had numerous fractures to her ribs and spine, which had recently started to heal but were refractured during this recent attack. These findings confirm that Maya had been severely physically assaulted even before the incident captured on camera. While progress has been made, their troubles are far from over, as Officer San Juan from Hillsborough County Animal Control shares some concerning news to the vet.
So I just got phone my sergeant.
Yes.
Because of the fact that we've got repeated incidents, and realistically, if this woman bails out of jail and tries to go back to the house, she's a legal tenant in the house, nobody can stop her. I have to confiscate the dog. So the dog's got to come with me. I realize you started some work already, and she's going to go to an emergency clinic tonight.
The vet also noted that due to the fractures on her face, another kick or strike to the head could potentially have killed Maya, as the impact could have driven the bone into her brain.
Wow.
So once Maya is stable, she could go back home with mom.
Most likely.
It was like, because if she doesn't know the definitive, she's not turning her over. She needs to go to not just a random kennel.
Yep, oh, absolutely.
So if it comes down to it, she can come here and board.
Okay.
Officer Orndorff later reports that after meeting with Kimberly and Maya again, he learns Maya is now permanently blind in her left eye as a direct result of the severe head trauma sustained during the attack. Kimberly also shares a disturbing theory with him that Elizabeth's motive for torturing Maya stems from jealousy over the attention Austin gives the dog. This theory is further supported when Officer Orndorff discovers that the attack occurred on Maya's 9th birthday. Despite the heartbreak and trauma of the situation, Maya's family finds some relief as justice is served just 9 days later on May 10th. Elizabeth James was charged with 4 second-degree felony counts of aggravated cruelty to animals with a weapon and 6 third-degree felony counts of aggravated cruelty to animals, torture, or torment. She was found guilty on all 10 counts on May 10, 2023, and sentenced to 5 years and 8 months in Florida State Prison, followed by 3 years of probation. Additionally, she's permanently banned from owning animals and is required to complete anger management classes. Following the incident, Austin broke up with Elizabeth and denied ever knowing about any assault taking place in the household. As for Maya, it was reported that she made a full recovery and was reunited with Kimberly and
Other than her being
Austin.
blind.
A final happy ending to such a harrowing story.
This one really bothered me a lot. I don't know how it affects a lot of you. I'm sure the same as it does me. I feel so sorry for Maya. Hopefully she has a good life and she's not around people that do this. If you ever see somebody acting weird towards your dog acting weird towards them, because animals, especially dogs, know and they can sense it. I would be separating them, make sure that nobody's around my dog. But that's in today's video. I'm going to try to get another one. Thanks for watching.